There were so many different takeaways from today's sessions, and I think what was really surprising to me is that there is still just an incredible amount of interest and opportunity in the senior living market when we speak to that globally. So in the United States, we've seen significant condensing of operators and investment, and we've seen a real sophistication on the part of investors in terms of understanding how they look at the data and their own operating structure. So that's been really interesting to look at, and it'll be an interesting theme to see as investors from all over the world and from the US come into this market, what that will play out as. The more that US and American investors can understand the opportunities in the European and the German market, the market in Spain, the market in UK, it's important for them to understand some of the nuances of those markets to be able to feel comfortable and confident investing there. And part of that is realizing that there are great and fantastic operators who are already in the space right now in Europe. And that's been my greatest takeaway of meeting some of these incredible operators and learning about the things that they are doing. If you were just to look at the numbers right now, when you look at the market penetration in the United States, can be anywhere from maybe 6% on the low end all the way up to 12, 13, 14% in some heavily dense markets. And so I think when you take that and you compare it to looking at the markets in Europe where it could, I believe the number I heard was less than 1% in terms of market penetration, that's incredible opportunity. And if you pair that with looking at the incoming wave of boomers who are coming, right now, it's very similar across the board. We are facing a shortage of housing options for our seniors. And so this is a problem that we can all work together to solve. There are many misperceptions and misconceptions about senior living. And even in an advanced market like the United States, where senior living has been around for a long time, there's still this false perception that it isn't about independence. It isn't about preventative health. It isn't about any of those things. So I think that when we look at the messages that we have to carry, we have to understand how senior housing can help support that. What we are looking at is how do we help our residents, our seniors, live longer, live stronger, live very vibrant lives.